Have you ever been in the friend zone? If the answer is no, then this video isn't for you, but if you feel like you have, stay tuned because I'm gonna get you out of there. Before we start, I wanna apologize for hearing the echo around because I just moved to a new studio and the whole place is still being renovated. And I didn't post last 2 weeks because we got a little bit delayed with the whole thing and I'm really pissed off, but whatever. Back to the video. Now, friend zone is certainly something that many guys struggle with. There are a few common ways to get in there. One of them is that you probably waited too long to express your feelings and someone else beat you to it. Or maybe, you're just not being seen as a potential partner, but either way, what's done is done. Let's talk about how you can fix it. First of all, you need to identify if you're in the friend zone for real. Now, if you look anything like this guy, then the answer is pretty obvious. But many times guys will actually be fooling themselves that they are still seen as potential partners, so to be sure you can just take a look at your texts. Wait, you guys at least text, right? So if they look something like this or this, then well, I would assume you are. Now the first thing that you have to do is to ask your crush to set you up on a date with one of their friends. Now before you ask, but why would I? This doesn't make any sense, bro. Let me stop you right there, hear me out. There are pretty much two ways that this is gonna go. First, the person will be jealous and it will be noticeable, which means that they have feelings for you, so you might not be as deep into the friend zone as you think. I know, genius, right? And outcome number two, they will say yes and you're gonna get a hot date and will be able to move on or at least have a good time. Actually, you could have a horrible time on a first date, but you must trust you won't. A lot of times guys will actually blame themselves for being in the friend zone, and in many cases they should, but the reasons are not always that you're ugly, stupid or anything like that. Sometimes people's actions just don't make any sense. So in order for this to work, stop putting your confidence down, and if you want to get it up, I mean your confidence, then there will be a link to another video right here for you up in a bit. But I saved the best for last. Here is the real trick. You know how people say that you only have one chance to make a first impression? Well, I disagree. Make second first impression. But now you're probably asking yourself, how can that happen? Hasn't that ship sailed? And the answer to that is no. But if you want to make a second first impression, you need to change something massive about yourself. Something so huge that when this person sees you, they will automatically think, damn, this guy looks different today. Of course, not in a bleh kind of way. You get what I mean. My suggestion would probably be to completely change your hairstyle. That's one of the best ways to change your looks. Ask your hairstylist what they think would look better on you. Surprisingly, they seem to know a lot about this stuff. Working out is probably one of the best ways to change for the better, but sadly it's also one of the slowest. Of course, starting today is better than starting next year. Another way to go is to upgrade your style game. Now I know what you think, it doesn't make much difference, but wrong, it does. For example, if you're normally wearing just t-shirts, change to shirts and maybe switch those old sneakers for a pair of boots, as long as you improve it, you can have fun with it. And in the moment when your crush sees you, I guarantee she'll be impressed. Now, it is time for the harsh revelation. Chasing and clinging to someone who doesn't have any romantic feelings for you is just a waste of your time. So in the second when you realize that there is no hope, just move on. It might not be easy, but this is the right thing to do. This was everything for this week's video, guys. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. And also, I'll be expecting some feedback on what happened after you applied those tips. Goodbye and remember, you're awesome.